So I got stressed and exhausted from my work in the hospital, so I decided to look for cheap flights. Then, 2 days after, I found myself flying solo to Vietnam.
Good evening from Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. I just landed here from a direct flight from Melbourne, Australia. So now I'm just waiting for the taxi that I booked on booking.com. The taxi costs like 22 bucks for round trip from the airport to my hotel. Hello, hello. Joni. How are you? Good morning from Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. So today it's my first day and all I'm gonna do is all about food, about their specialties, street foods, and it should be within my budget. So, and also I'm gonna visit some tourist spots as well. So let's go. So I am a Filipino and I live in Melbourne, Australia, and there's no Jollibee in Melbourne, Australia. So I'm very excited that my best friend is here. Let's go. One of the challenges here is to get across the street. My best friend is here. Please meet my best friend. So now I'm heading to the War Remnants and then I'm gonna resume food trip after. So I'm here now at my War Museum. I'll try to be quiet. I'm just gonna observe because the ambience here is quite sad. So I'm just gonna do voiceover with this portion. So I just came inside War Crimes, or there's one portion here in the museum which called War Crimes, and the photos and artifacts inside are really heavy and intense, and it made me really sad. I feel like I'm the saddest person in the world after visiting that portion. But it's good to know, it's good that they're very transparent and they're very they expose everything what happened during the Vietnam War. And yeah, it's too much to handle. So I finished checking out this War Remnants Museum and it's really worth the visit, guys. If you're gonna go to Vietnam, this is a must visit. I felt sad and depressed after checking on what happened, the photos, the artifacts inside. So I need something to lift up my spirits, to bring back the joy and happiness that I felt. So I'm gonna go to literally a market. So I'm here in Benton Market. So it's literally a market, and they sell different goodies here, clothes, bags, jewelries, and they're trying to like be pushy sometimes. So I'm gonna buy some mango juice because it's too humid and I'm so sweaty. I'm thirsty as well. Cheers to my 50 cents mango juice. So I ended up buying these bracelets. It costs like 200,000 dong, so it's like $10. So not bad. So the next place I'm going to is the Banh Mi restaurant. Banh Mi is a food which is very famous originated from Vietnam. So I think it's around here. So I need to walk around the rotunda just to check where it is. So I bought the banh mi sandwich and it looks massive. So it started to rain, so I'm gonna try it back to the hostel. So massive. This is 59,000 dong, which is I'm not sure how much is that in Australian dollar. I'll convert later. They have this vegetables and wipes.
So at that night, I booked a guided food trip tour around Ho Chi Minh, riding a motorcycle.
Later, if it's
just cheap, it's just
strong,
30 bucks, and we're gonna visit heaps of
Food
places
tour.
for our food trip
So,
tonight.
yeah, hello, my name is Sitak. Welcome to the food tour in Vietnam.
Perfect. First time. So where is this? Do you live here in Ho Chi Minh?
I'm live in Ho Chi Minh for study, but I'm come from another province. I really love Ho Chi Minh.
Oh, noodles.
Noodle
First
soup.
stop.
Yeah, noodle soup.
What's the name? Chunba.
Bún bò, beef noodle soup. And all the kind of the beef noodle soup. And bún bò,
So I booked a small group, and here are the other tourists and our own personal tour guide.
Yes. Food is means rice noodle. It means beef. And first is the province, the central province in the central. So Vietnam divided three areas: the southern, the southern, the northern, and the central. And this food comes from the central and represent for the central food. And yeah.
Share with me the channel. I'm really 100 subscribers. We have 6 because you literally texted me everything is good. So close. Thank you. Thanks.
Love it.
Go!
Off to our second stop, and it's raining, so we have to wear this raincoat.
In the bus.
So we are in the second stop. It's a Buddhist temple in the city. So we're here in the third stop.
How is
The
it?
old
What's this?
apartment.
What's this?
Apartment here in District 3, Ho Chi Minh. Wow.
What is the middle line for?
Slide.
Strong and probably because of the mixture, the impact, the influence between Cambodian and Vietnamese You will.
I'm in your vlog.
You will be.
And also try this one.
I like the normal one.
No normal one.
Yeah.
You guys bite.
I like it. Funny.
Ổ thứ hai là một nửa bình thường, một nửa ít bơ. Một, hai, ba, yo! And third, last but not least, but most importantly, choosing our service to get experience of Vietnam. And I hope all of you, if ever have free time in the future, please come back to our magnificent country to visit other places that probably blow your mind. And I believe the kindness of people here will ever be unforgettable to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now so I'll bring you guys back to where you belong.
So on day 2, I
Australia,
booked
but
a small
I'm from
group tour
Philippines
to some of
originally.
the historic sites outside Ho Chi Minh, Cu Chi Tunnel and Mekong Delta River, which is 2 hours away from the city. So this is a transport, it's a limousine, it's quite fancy and everything that you need for your phone and gadgets is inside. And I just booked this for $79. Now we're here in one of the historical landmarks in Ho Chi Minh City.
Became free pumping striking zone because too many Vietcong live in the village. So after 1954, the majority of the people living in this village were Vietcong families and not Vietnamese. What happened to Vietcong cities? It's speaking of church from Australia. More or less. Anything. I have the dust, I cover with the dust. It's really dark. Oh, very dark. No light. Take you the top. Who is the next one? Then cover with anything. But in the wartime, you should understand. In the wartime, the trap was underneath of the. It could make you swinging. Fell down to the bamboo like this. So for the warfare. No, this one for the. So this one was collapsed by American bombing. This with 2 colors, red and blue. The red colors, symbolize for the not Vietnamese, not. They use bomb fragments to make the spike. From the spike like this, they make very diverse straps on the ones. The one come up more strong. You can tear off your point. So when you stand on it, strap open. Just let This one more expensive. It was very heavy. Okay. Let's try please.
Khách với tôi một Robert ơi. Thanh này đó. Thanh đó cũng mới dẫn đi.
Okay, it's about time to try the tunnel as I told you. If you want to try.
Keep moving.
Be careful, be careful.
We'll just continue ahead.
Oh. Oh, it's too small.
Which way do we go?
Oh my gosh.
Things are here. Not this way. This is short.
Short one.
I'm happy with the short.
Yeah.
We are really amazed how innovative and smart Southern Vietnamese are to have built such massive tunnel and for them to able to win the war against their enemies. Here we are having our dinner before leaving. Our next destination will be 2 hours away, so we're just taking a nap inside the limousine.
100 miles from here to Cambodia border. You can see? Cambodia in French. In English, Cambodia. Or Cambodge. The French say Cambodia.
The Mekong Delta in southern Vietnam is a vast maze of rivers, swamps, and islands, home to floating markets, pagodas, and villages surrounded by rice paddies. The people here are very nice and friendly.
Very long handle. Very long shape. Phải không? Đọc tâm lạch chứ. Bây giờ em có
I miss this.
I think it's raining, but not raining. The weather helping. Or we see more up still warm. They come up into a small page to make her easy about it. She will suck it on the mouth like this. So long you can't up.
The entire tour was very worth it. You get to know the history of Vietnam and you get the chance to experience their past and also their province life. And now we're back here in Ho Chi Minh City and we're here in Voi Vinh Street, which is a famous nightlife street here in Vietnam.
Hello, so this ends my Ho Chi Minh tour. We just had a drink from a bar, Bui Vien Street, and I'm heading to the hostel. Gonna pack my things tomorrow. I'm gonna head to Da Nang and I'm gonna from Da Nang airport to Hoi An, and it's another city to explore, which I'm so excited. See you there. So this is Ho Chi Minh at night. It really transformed into a different world. It's so bright and it's so lively, as you can see. It's not that busy at the moment, but a few minutes now you can see that all the motorcycles will flock in this area, which is so cool. And sample is this. There you go. This is what I mean.